Hello ladies and gentlemen, Yessik Ziiq here again today to bring you another life-affirming episode of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Why life-affirming? I don't know, I just wanted to say something different. So, I was given a little piece of advice, and that was to essentially build myself a space car, or a land car, and use it to go from place to place and do little EVA reports on just the facilities that I have around, and that will apparently give me a lot of money. So a space car is a fairly easy thing to make. All I've got to do is have some fun. Believe me baby, I'm not the only one, so I've got to put a tiny little engine on this motherfucker, and then all I need is some wheels. Oh shit, I don't have wheels yet. Well, I guess that is not what I'm doing this episode, so let's go ahead and exit. No, just don't save. Let's see what I have for requests. I've been getting lots of good advice from lots of people. I will try to remember as much of it as possible, although I got to admit I did not review it before I started, which kind of is the opposite of what I just said I was going to do. So, test the Thumper solid fuel booster landed at Kerbal. I will take that because it gives me science, and that's always a good thing. Test the Rockomax brand decoupler in flight over Kerbal. What exactly is the altitude? Quite high, but I could probably manage it. How about explore the Mun? That seems like a really... Oh my god, really? Oh, that is a really tough objective for this early in the game. Flight over Kerbal, flight over Kerbal, flight over Kerbal, flight over Kerbal, flight over Kerbal. And I also need to do a flyby of the Mun, so I guess I'll just do this one test. What do I have access? A Thumper solid fuel booster landed at Kerbal. Okay, close. Easy enough. All I need is the world's cheapest cockpit, and also the parachute on the tip of that. I said a parachute on the tip of that. A single radial decoupler. Excellent. And by radial, of course, I mean stack. And Thumper? Thud, Flea. What was the actual name of this thing again? Thumper. Okay. And then I will test the pretty much quintessential base of a ship. That's all that's going to be in it. Launch. So I just have to launch it landed. I would just launch it without actually jetting, but unfortunately solid fuel boosters only use max thrust, so I'm just going to go like this and then turn around and decouple. Oh, apparently I can't stop this flight. Come on, fly off rocket. Fly off, rocket moon. Come on, I know you wanna. Really? I'm turning around on purpose here. Oh, interesting. That was more effective than I had initially anticipated. So the only reason I have done this was to test that. Now I can land, and I can actually fast forward all the way to the ground because I ain't gonna be going very fast. And I gave myself some science. Excellent. I'd say that was money well spent, or money not well spent, or money well earned, or something. I don't know. Oh Jesus! What the? That was a solid fuel booster. It clipped my audio for some reason in my headphones, which was kind of horrifying. Kind of sort of horrifying. Kind of sort of really horrifying. Very, very much horrifying. If I was ever fied by horror before, and I don't even know... Oh, I'm on the ground? No. Okay, well, might as well recover the vessel. Can never tell at night. Nighttime is too hard. It's too hard for me. Nighttime's too hard, it's too hard for me. Nighttime's too hard, I need to... get my flight... I need to actually grab the aviation because not enough science, I need like one more science. My other option is to do a flyby of the Mun. I'm not sure if I can do. Need to test a parachute in flight around Kerbal. I need to be going fairly fast and at a fairly high altitude. Rockomax brand decoupler, the spark liquid fuel engine. This does give me a lot of science. So let's do this one here. It also gives me a fair amount of money, 26,000 upon completion, and I don't even need to get all that high or all that fast. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna do it. Do you wanna? Do you wanna test some parts? Kind of is the answer to that. Let's go engines really quick, or what's my actual objective here? That's the engine report. Okay. I need to be at an altitude of 1,000 to 8,000 and a speed of 300. And this is the Rockomax brand decoupler, which I'm fairly certain is this giant one right there. Well, it's not gonna stick on things very well, but it'll do the trick. Let's actually add some radials to this thing. It's gonna be a kind of silly decoupler system here. And then I just kind of need three-way symmetry, and that should take me to the right speed and the right altitude with just these thumpers here. I'm also gonna try for recovery. So what I want to do is put parachutes on these thumpers. I said parachutes on these thumpers. Put the parachutes on. Where the fuck are the parachutes? They're in utility. Shut up. I know what I'm doing. And then these actually have to, these should actually all be in the same place here, first of all. This should be like the last phase here, after the parachutes that I just put on. And then this decoupler right here should be in another phase right here. Okay, let's see how that turns out. I might need a bit more space. I might burn that decoupler to bits. Can I just like put it on the side of the ship? Like, could I just like snap it onto the side somewhere? Not really. Could I put it on as this decoupler right here? Yes, I can. Will this then fit on? More or less? Okay, I think I need to offset these. This is real stupid, by the way. Excellent. So where is this decoupler now? Right there? That should actually be right there. And you know what? Now all these might as well be firing at the same time. I said all these might as well be firing at the same time. And these might as well go directly after the parachutes. Perfect. Launch time, I guess. Yes, this is the Untitled spacecraft. I don't care. It doesn't look like anything, and it's just for the purpose of money and research. Money is a crime. Monet is a crime. 1,000 to 8,300 meters a second to... Well, they'll actually check off as I go. So let's turn the SAS on here, and keep in mind that all of these should actually fire at the same time, so I might as well do that. Let's try this. Perfect. The altitude should be reached fairly quickly, and so should the speed, actually. So all I need to do is get to about here-ish and then decouple. Oh my god, no. Stop it. Stop it. I didn't decouple properly. Oh my god. Plus. Decouple. Oh, did I? My parachute's still in good shape, surprisingly. I wonder if that's going to be retrievable. I'd imagine it would be with 3 parachutes on it. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I wish I could cut the thrust on that. Let's time warp to the ground. Is that gonna parachute? I want to see if it parachutes. Can I maintain the focus? Cannot maintain focus. Oh, looks like it parachuted. Am I gonna land right beside it? Because that'd be kind of awesome. Can I, like, steer over there? Probably not. Fortunately, I should be... Whoa! Oh, no! Well, it looks like something survived. Probably not as much recoverable as I had anticipated, since nothing decoupled properly. But that's alright, things happen. Giant decouplers get tested. And we end up with money because I'm badass that way. Look at all that money that I definitely earned by doing whatever the fuck that was. Let's recover the vessel. Excellent. Reputation. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there should be some debris to recover just over there. Excellent again. Lots of money, lots of research, and now I can go to aviation and actually get some goddamn wheels so I can make myself a space car. Alright. So this is apparently how I should get a fairly good amount of science. I wouldn't need the aviation eventually anyways, so don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that, now you know how I feel. If I'm gonna use a rocket engine. Just need one of those. One of these, which only works in atmosphere and depends on the speed you have for its efficiency. A single air intake, which... Where is the air intake? Is that in aviation? Is that like in here? Yes, it is. Look at that. Radial air intake. Then I just need a few wheels. It's a house with wheels. I guess that's a reference to a 5-year-old in my past when I was about that age. Weird reference to make, but whatever. Whatevskis. Now this thing is not meant to take off. This is just a car. I'm not sure how it's gonna control. Maybe a tail fin on that? I do have tail fins. No, just a single tail fin, man. Okay, first of all, let's put this down. Let's move this. Oh, no! Oh, no, is me. My life is a mystery. There we go. I can put a little tail fin on this. And behold, my space buggy. It is the worst space buggy. I'm gonna actually name it the shit buggy. This is the shit buggy. The only point of this shit buggy is to go from place to place and do EVA reports. Oh no, I should have put an antenna on it. Quick, let me revert. Revert flight, revert to spaceplane hangar. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. You can transmit reports with 100% accuracy, so you don't need to bring them with you. Unfortunately, what seems to have happened now is I appear to be... Kerbal Space Program is not... Oh, game crashed. Well, fortunately I can open it up again while you guys wait here. I don't really have to pause or anything. Just an insta-crash going on there. And it's opening. Yeah, see the squad loading screen. This is totally professional. As you can tell, I do all my own editing, and by that I mean I don't edit anything ever. I could edit anything at all. I could edit anything at all, but I won't edit that. Yessik Crash Simulator. I have a whole 2 science. A whole 2 science, don't you dare close your eyes. A new fantastic science to view. No one to tell us no, or call me a science hoe? That's the problem I had all the time in high school. I was always the butt of all the science hoe jokes. I don't even know what that means. Let's go for engines again, throw this on, yes. Put the tail fin back on. I said tail fin, there we go. Perfect. Throw on a quick antennae. I said antenna, word utility again? No science? Yeah, communicatron. Put that right by the tail fin over there. Awesome, looks like a charm, works like a charm, runs like, well, probably doesn't run, let's be honest here. Let's go to asymmetry here. And get those at that angle, and these at the exact same angle. Lovely. Looks like a space buggy if I ever did see one. Let's rename it. It didn't like the name the shit buggy, but I'm gonna name it the shit buggy anyways. And it's kind of ironic since it's actually buggy as well. The shit buggy Mark 1. Save it and launch it. Okay, so time to actually try this thing out. First of all, let's start by doing an EVA report. Might as well do a crew report. It gives me 1.5 science. Might as well also send that crew report, review report, and transmit. I'll take up some power. Yep, takes up a lot of power actually, which means I probably have to start my engine before I send another report. But I might as well at least do the EVA report. EVA. Turn my brakes on here. There we go. Do an EVA report real quick. No science. Well, while flying over Kerbal's shores? That can't be accurate, can it? You get back in. What you just did made no sense. Turn my brakes off. Start my engine. And as you can see, I have good left-right control here. So let's go visit my buildings. Oh. I also do have my brakes. Oh no! Oh, it's so unstable. It's like a frictionless surface. Oh, I'm taking air. Brake. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's revert that to launch and try to go a bit slower there. Oh my god. That one's so far. I wasn't expecting to take that jump. Okay, you know what? First of all, let's revert to space plane hangar. Space plane hangar. Let's exit this area. I have the shit buggy Mark 1 in there. Let's go ahead and warp to next morning. I do not like flying at night. I just can't see any depth. Any little depth called love. There goes my depthiness. What does that even fucking mean? It drives me crazy. Gives me the hot cold fever. Leaves me in a cold cold sweat. Bow now now. Whoa. I'll do a quick crew report. Keep the data. Let's do a quick EVA report. Lovely. Oh. Let's board again and send that off, which I can do from review stored data. Oh. Crew report. Send it. Keep data. Yes, lovely. Done. So I want to have like minimal thrust here. Maximal thrust is not an option. Let's click off so I can actually see where I'm going. Oh no! I just clicked off the game! Okay. So first place I want to go is just over there. Let's accelerate a tiny bit, but not much. Don't want to end up going like 160 like I did last time. Hope it doesn't count as flying because I have this up too high. Oh no you don't. I'm gonna start braking early this time. I know your tricks, game. What are gears? Like, why gears? What do those do? Lights? I don't have any lights. Shut up. Shut up. I said shut up when I'm talking to you. So now time to visit my buildings. Turn on the brakes. Oh, what the fuck? Excuse me? But why? Well, I might have... What? Why did that happen? You do an EVA and do a take data. Let's do a crew report right here. Let's do an EVA report. Flying over Kerbal's shores. I don't think I am flying over Kerbal's shores. I think you are very much mistaken here. Okay, keep the data. You get the fuck off. Lovely. Okay, now do a fucking crew report. EVA report, yes. From SP8. I'll keep that data. I can't really send it now, so I might as well just recover. You know what? Clearly, I do not know what I'm doing when it comes to recovering whatever the fuck that was. Let's go ahead and recover my ship buggy, since that seems legit, I guess. Legit enough, I guess, considering everything's a mess. You should hide under there. Ha! I just made you say underwear. Okay, so my next ship is going to be a masterpiece. A masterpiece that the mind can simply not comprehend. Yeah, it's gonna be all right. Actually, first, exit. Save and continue. Well, I don't know. Just don't save. I just have a couple cockpits stacked up. They are the pits with my cock in them. Okay. No, why am I going there? Oh. Exit, please. Exit, please. Before I change my mind, fly by the moon. Let's accept that contract. I wish I had an orbit the mun contract. Visual survey of Kerbal is quite difficult because I am not very good at landing planes. Suborbital spaceflight on Kerbal. Suborbital and suborbital. Might take those later. So let's close this and continue. It does give me reputation, and reputation means money. But you know what else means money? Required for surface sample. It's pretty good, but that costs a lot of money. How about you guys? Kerbals can perform proper EVAs. Yes, that seems worth 75k. Because you can get a lot of data from a good EVA, especially if you are currently orbiting the moon, which I am hoping to do. Nah, that's what I'm hoping to do. Now, I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. I don't want a zig-a-zig, I can tell you that much. What I actually want is a Science Junior. Alright, better than a Science Senior. And one of those, and maybe, just maybe, a bunch of goddamn parachutes. A radial mount it will be. 2 there, and 2 more should be enough to slow it down to a good rate. I realize I probably overdo the parachutes, but I have lost too much data in the past to not overdo the parachutes. To not do Te-do. I've lost too many ships not to do-si-do. Okay, so then I want a stack decoupler. Then I want to see if I can actually make my engine parts recoverable. Some of them are going to be in space, so this segment I don't actually need to recover. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like 3 fuel stacks, just like that. And then a swivel rocket, or how fuel efficient is this? Like, how much thrust does it give per fuel? ISP, I don't know what that means. Liquid fuel, flame mode under 10%, vectoring range is quite high, maximum thrust, engine ISP, I don't know. I think this might actually be more fuel efficient for navigating in space, but only if you don't need much thrust. Which hopefully I won't need much thrust. It's the best I can say. Let's also do a 3-way here, because it's not gay in a 3-way, as you all have probably heard. Put that right there. Grab myself some liquid fuel tanks. Perfect, and perfect. I might actually want to offset the whole thing quite a bit. So let's move this down. There we go. And then I would normally I'm gonna put some reliance on those. And since I don't have SA or RCS yet, I'm going to also put radial thrusters. Radial thrustmasters. Now, these are going to be falling through orbit, so I'm not sure how well parachutes will work on them. But I'm going to try for parachutes anyways. Anyways, this cake is great. It looks like parachutes. What just the fuck does that shit even mean? Okay, so the parachutes shouldn't fire at the same time as that. They should fire after they run out. And then these, and then that, and then that. Yes. That makes sense so far. Except the fact that these should actually be in the same category as those ones there. Perfect. Next. EverQuest. No, not EverQuest. Next. Three-way decouplers. And whoa, not what I need. I don't even have shit that big. Next, I want a few of these thumpers here. I might still be overkilling this. I'm trying to overkill it a bit less than I was before. So you'll have to forgive me. It could still end up being overkill. Another thing I want some extra struts. They are very inexpensive and they hold your ship together, so I highly recommend their use. Or at least they've held my ships together in the past. Perfect. And all 4 of these should actually go at the same time, followed by these 4 decouplers here. And then these should actually have radial parachutes on them. I said these should have radial parachutes on them. Where the fuck are my radial parachutes? Utility. Yeah, there we go. 3-way symmetry. Perfect. And 3-way symmetry again, because these are all going to be attached together as they fall. Now, where do I want those? I want those after the burn. Pretty much as these all release. Except for these, which I want over here. What are these now? Oh, those are those parachutes, which should go before or after these decouple. Actually, these parachutes should be here in the decoupling step. Again, I'm not sure if space salvage works properly yet. I'd appreciate if somebody would tell me in the comments. But this is going to be the moon penetrator, ladies. That's also what I've called my first brand of sex toy. You can order them on my paraphernalia page. Yeah, I would love to actually be a YouTuber who just has the weirdest fucking paraphernalia. Like, they won't have my face on them or anything, but I'll just have like me brand dildos and like, I'm not sure, tables, coffee tables, and I don't know, just a bunch of really weird shit branded in my name. I don't want the normal branded shit. I want the good branded shit. I don't even know what that means. So, I got some advice. Apparently, I was right when I first thought about orbiting by changing my vector at like 3,000. Or not at 3,000, at like 20 to 40,000. So I should have been doing that to begin with, but that is alright. I have time to learn, and I didn't put enough people in this goddamn ship. I have 2 cockpits for a reason. I want to be leveling up my goddamn scientist. Scientist. Launch. Perfect. So, another thing I was told is I don't really need to bring 2 people at once, but I want to level them up. But mommy, I want to level them. Okay, so as you can see, my pilot actually now has commands, so I can do like retrograde and prograde, and he'll do it himself. He's still not quite as good at them as I am, so he's not going to do them, but he does help with stability a lot more than he used to. So let's take off. Ha 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 ha. Watch my burn. I'm gonna actually speed this up a tiny bit. And then as I run out of fuel, I'm gonna speed it down a tiny bit. I said, why'd they all explode? Oh god, okay. Still full thrust. Liquid fuel should last quite a bit longer, and I have a fair amount of thrust going on, but I kind of fucked up that decoupling in a way, so I'm not too sure about that. Not too sure I'm gonna make it at all. If not, I can just revert to launch. Damn, son. Check out my guns. I'm gonna make another record. Then I'm going to actually double up, I think you'll find. Okay, so when I hit about 20,000 upper atmosphere, I'm gonna start angling. I'm not fast forwarding anymore. So let's get this whole Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All the way over here. And use up the rest of my fuel. These will parachute and then detach. And then I have this one thruster remaining. The Apopsis is getting pretty damn close already. Yeah, it's a decent height. I know I have a shit ton of fuel with this engine. Should maybe start burning like straight here now. I wish I had RCS and I wish I hadn't fucked up my phasing. I can tell you that much. Lovely. Everything is actually growing, including the Apopsis still, which is good. I'm barely slowing down at all, which is also very good. So let's actually change the angle here a tiny bit. I keep falling back every time I try to change it. I'm not sure why that's happening. Probably the stability assistance, if I had to guess. Now, I really wish I could do a bit of a warp. Just that 4 times warp I can do in orbit even when I am burning. That'd be nice. Wouldn't it be nice if I could do a 3 times orbit even when I was fucking burning? Thing is, I can't actually really predict where the moon's gonna go, so I don't know exactly the direction I should burn here to do a flyby. Okay, Apopsis is still growing nicely. Look at that. Up to 213,000. I still have the feeling that burning at the... I should do some research on actual orbital flight. Because to me it seems like burning sideways here would probably give you more altitude. Actually, I'm so sure about that that I'm going to actually cut the thrust temporarily. And make sure I can actually steer, first of all. And then fast forward a tiny bit faster. And then, just like that, go back to full thrust. So remember, Z is full thrust. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I'm still not entirely sure. Gonna open up my fuel reserves, make sure I'm paying attention here. Feel that I really screwed up the phasing. I don't even like see the extra debris that I was supposed to save by doing that. Oh well, too bad. It happens. Well, this episode's gonna be quite long, isn't it? Oh, I'm burning like towards the Earth now. Don't want to be doing that. Slowly drifting away now. Go ahead, tell a friend, say it was horrible. I might forget the next line. Hammer me nail. I'll get everything I've ever wanted. All the cash and the fame and social change. And I win. And I win and I get everything I've ever wanted. Okay, anyways, I should stop singing Dr. Horrible here, or trying to do spoken word versions of Dr. Horrible anyways. This should start growing even faster pretty quick, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, there we go. We see it poking out the other side there. Oh, it's coming. Elliptical. Oval shaped, and has a hole, and it has a hole. Yes, I'm trying to do Washington, but with elliptical. Fuck you. I don't care. I can do what I want. My mom always told me I could do whatever I wanted when I grew up. Now let's cut the thrust here for a second. Wait until I'm back at the Apopsis or around the Apopsis. And just do like a straight up burn towards the horizon. There we go. Now where the fuck's the moon right now? Okay, in an interesting spot. I'm actually going to try to increase my orbit in such a way that so let's cut that. I'm going to increase my orbit in such a way that I increase it over here. And I think that should do the trick. I still want to burn directly towards the horizon. Should be right there. Turn the thrust up to max. And as you see, it's now extending directly on the other side of me. Which should be good. I don't have that much fuel left, so I have to make sure I save enough for the trip home. So is burning at the Apopsis always the fastest way to increase the elliptical? I don't know. I don't know, man. This thing will start growing pretty quick, pretty fast, by the way, so I have to watch it very carefully. And have my finger ready on the X key for when it starts, like, bulging out of control. You can see it's growing faster and faster, kind of on its own little parabola there. Yep. Acceleration is increasing. I can't handle it. Okay, and I want to like loop around a fair amount over here. And there we go. Let's see if that actually intersects. Ever. Okay, the warp is... Oh, that is too bad. I'm gonna be stuck doing this for a little while. Maybe even a couple days. Oh. How much time do I have? Well, gonna keep on doing that for a little while. Really, I might as well do some experiments on it. Oh. Yeah. Fly by the moon! Which way am I currently moving? I don't actually know. Am I going to escape the moon's orbit in the right direction here? Okay, so I'm orbiting... Which direction am I going? I could actually create an orbit of the moon, but I'd probably get stuck there. Either way, it's probably time for me to, A, get a good view of the moon for you guys. Here it is. The mun with the sun setting behind it. Fairly glorious sight, if I do say so myself. Okay, that's the way I'm going. I'm going the way of the dinosaurs. Why can't I? Oh, am I time warping? Yes, I am. Okay. Let's observe the mystery goo. Goo seems to be less dense here. Observation high over the moon. The moon mun. Observe the material bay. Ooh, 50 science. The high radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it'd be fun to paint the rocket with this. Lovely. Let's also do a quick crew report. 10 science. Excellent. Keep data. Now we do the EVA report. That's the scary part. This guy hanging on up here. 16. Observations about the situation. Good writing, guys. Good writing. Okay. So now I have to get back, which should be fairly easy. I'm almost sure that I'm heading straight for Kerbal right now, and my orbit should be pretty loose around it. Let's go check it out. The Funk Soul Brother. Hey, time warp is quite fast. I have achieved my flyby, and I'm on the orbit now. It's quite a huge orbit, actually. So the fastest way for me to get back to Kerbal, or the most efficient way, would be to burn full retro at the Apopsis, or at the Apopsis here. So I'm going to be heading all the way over to that Apopsis, or else my Kerbals could die, and that is a thing I do not want. I wish I could predict the moon's trajectory in time. Like, you can set targets later on in the game after you've leveled up your Kerbals, I'm assuming. The thing is, they speed up near the Apopsis. Spacebar resumes speed. There we go. Now I burn retro. Retrograde is over there, apparently. You know, just stability assist. You suck at steering, dude. How much fuel do I have left? Not much. 50 units out of 540. But it should be working. It's working. It's working. Okay, just zoom in on the mun here, on the Earth. Or on Kerbin, I guess. Not the Earth. Shut up. I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to land in the ocean here. There we go. Unless the Earth rotates too much, that should indeed function. Wish I could transmit some of my data right now so I could go ahead and... Oh, look at all this extra money. I love it. I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Let's fast forward even more. Remember, don't fast forward too much or else you will literally just crash into Kerbin. Which does not seem like a lot of fun. 23 days I've been out here. Ah, I blew up myself and Kerbin. Fuck, there's a way to save, but I forget what it is. Oh, Jesus. Well, revert to... I always make that mistake no matter how much I know I shouldn't. Anyways, I'm gonna make that flight one more time, probably next episode. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, recommend improvements on the ship, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.